Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Antonio with another episode of Thus Saith the Lord unto me. So such as I have, y'all, give I unto thee. How y'all doing this morning? This afternoon. Late morning, early afternoon. How y'all doing today? I am blessed and highly favored of the Lord. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. You ain't supposed to start out the day. Let me go ahead and tell y'all the truth. Man, you ain't supposed to start out the day tired. You're not supposed to call them up at the front desk and be like, listen, man, I'm going to need a late checkout. Oh, man, I don't feel like I don't know what it was. I don't know if I started my weekend too late. But it just didn't feel like it was enough. But here we are. I'm on my post. Let us be about our Father's business together. Let us also pray for our brothers and sisters over across the pond over in Israel. God is faithful. You of all people know God is faithful. It is at 7 times 70. It's 490. God is faithful. God is faithful. He is faithful in His goodness. He is also faithful in His judgment. Sometimes there are moments that He allows us to experience His chastening, that we will know that He loves us. But how will you ever know a father's love if He just lets you do whatever you wanted to do? It's my understanding. But I will also say this to all of us that are, of course, outside looking at it. Please remember that the house is judged first. Before we get to talking and saying anything, the house is judged first. So I'm not saying that this is judgment. I'm just saying that's God's people over there. That's almost like that ain't none of my business. I'm just gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray your strength. I'm gonna pray for your covering. But we got the same daddy. He don't play about me, so I know He don't play about you. So that's my take on that. I do understand. I do understand the position. I do understand all of that. And I'm not going to touch it because this is my channel and I don't have to. What I believe, I don't have to. I could share it, but it's up to me on how I share it, if I want to share that or not. So I won't get put into a specific category of people. Because although they may be right, their way and tactic is completely wrong. For who that's for, it's for. That's for who that's for. So, I'm tiptoeing with that whole deal. Because it's a point where that's not, at the end of the day, it is for God to administer whatever judgment He judges, because He is the righteous judge. So whether my family, my house, meaning house name and house, is here, there, or anywhere. It is his call. He will provide. Now I know that sound is so subliminal, and it probably did, but for the person that is, for the people that understood what I just tiptoed straight through, I was tiptoeing through all types of boo-boo. Just saw me tiptoe through all of that. That's who that was for. That's my stance. God is good. God is good. You know. Yeah, I throw this out there. Give you a hint and a clue for another person. I just went through a resident. Well, it wasn't really a residential area. It was a main street that was it had some houses and stuff along the way, and a couple of houses were already putting up their decorations for the Halloween, and I saw one house where they used black plastic bags to be ghosts, and they had them sticking on stakes, and it's like a black bag, looked like over a head, with a chain around its neck, and it was tied to another one that had a chain around its neck in their front yard. I thought ghosts were supposed to be white in sheets. When they turn into black plastic bags, I don't know, that just kind of looked a little, what's the word? It's extra gruesome, to me, but it's almost like, in a sense, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. They know not what they do. And if they do know, have your way. Merciful God, righteous judge. Anyway, but like I said, I didn't want to chime in really on that. I was just, lately it's been in my mind, it's been in my spirit. I'm thinking that's what it was. It was, the other day I wanted to get on Sunday, and I was going back and forth with that, and he was still working out things in my spirit. The things that I had was in alignment with type and shadow, meaning that you start this way, and it is the beginning of a thing to be replicated later on, to be the end of a thing. So we saw Moses, leave Egypt to wander in the wilderness, to go into the desert of the wilderness for 40 years. And then he has the burning bush moment that goes back to Egypt, sent by God to retrieve them out of the hands of the can't get words out. Come on now. The Pharaoh. I don't know why I couldn't say Pharaoh. I kept wanting to say Pharisees. Maybe that's a word all by itself. I didn't intend to do that. But no, he went to go get them out of the hands of the Pharaoh. And then again, second part, and during the wandering in the wilderness, God sent him first to experience that wandering. Abraham sacrifices his son. Was told to sacrifice his son. Didn't sacrifice his son, but told to sacrifice his son. His only begotten, type and shadow of Jesus Christ. happens again. But the second time, the type in the shadow later on, it's almost like you know what to do because this was already done. You know. Ruth, starting out in the field, gleaning the field, then later on owning the field. I'm sure she didn't have a problem managing it. But she had the experience. So I'm saying all that to say, that's what we are doing. God has given us experiences in life that have given us the direction of what it is that He would have us to do. It's as the message I said a while back, where I was saying, well, Lord didn't give me nothing. He just told me to keep doing what I was doing. That's the realest statement I can possibly give, because that's the truth. It should all be the truth anyway, but that's the truth. Do what He has giving you to do until He changes the plan. So that means stay in your lane. That means be about your Father's business. That means trust Him when life seems to fall apart. That means trust Him as things seem to go. While the world is experiencing chaos, we know that our God is a God of order. Everything is in His hands. Times and seasons are in His hands. He is Jehovah Jireh. And this isn't Jehovah Jireh, the cliche that He is Jehovah Jireh that we just take for granted. It's Jehovah Jireh, understanding that it is the time, it is the place that God will bless us. It is the time, it is the place in which God will bless you. Okay? It's understanding that all of these things come into play because He is Alpha Omega. He has time and seasons are in His hands. Like I said, He sits on the circle of the earth. So that's where we're going with that. It's knowing that. It's running back to the basics. To remember, our God is faithful. No matter what goes on, know that He's faithful. No matter what goes on, know that He has you. He has us. Our names are written in the palm of His hands. How great is Thy faithfulness, oh God. But anyway, I think I'm gonna cut it at that. Before I get to rambling, plus I gotta park and give me some coffee. Try to wake all the way up. So I love y'all with the love of Christ. And I am grateful and thankful for each and every person who are out here giving their time, their obedience to God, showing up to minister to people like me. See, I need you. Just like I don't believe that you need me, but I need you. It's like the song, I need you, you need me. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. Who sings that song? I don't remember. I Need You to Survive. I want to say it's Lamar Campbell, but I'm not sure. Anyway, again, I love y'all with the love of Christ. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be blessed. And until next time.